Hey YouTube, this is Rexy.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is...
Do Your Turn Me, episode 5.
Yes.
Yeah. So, last time, what happened?
Well, we had just a lot more backstory. We saw why Bunchin, not why he wants to be king, but that he wants to be king, and this is why he chased down Fushi. And plus, he can see the ghost. That's why he can see.
Yes, we now have the revelation.
Ghost scene confirmed.
Yes.
That he's totally pure.
And we also know that for some reason Tori hung around him his whole childhood.
Yeah.
Must be significant.
I don't see her just going off to do. Maybe she brainwashes a child, but I don't think she'd brainwash a child for no reason.
No, because like she's like, okay, this one will be useful. Like, how can she, unless she can see the future somehow? Like, being a ghost can go see. Are they outside of time as well, or something?
Yeah, the black thing I think in the background has been working with them or talking with others because he just wants to benefit Fushi.
Of course,
this is true.
Of course.
Yeah. And this is also definitely the girl from childhood. Why she gained all this weight.
Toto?
Yeah, and why they're pretending to be a valet.
The eyes are different though. That's the one thing that's throwing me. Yeah, I guess.
And that could just because of the whole fat.
Yeah, that's true.
Or just being pleasant. That's the
pleasant
thing
eyes.
They put on them pleasant.
But think about it. Remove the whole backstory and everything. Just have this person, right? This person says nothing. Lives willingly a seat, goes in the poop, grabs this. This is creepy. Whoever this person is, Buncha needs to stay away from.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe we'll figure it out in this episode, guys. Remember to hit the like button, remember to hit the subscribe button. Also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. And also check out the description to see the link to our merch store. Let's get right into the show.
Discussion. Yeah. Still more relationship building and conquering. Yeah, the heart. Hearts and Minds campaign, literally.
Yes. So Bunchin, unfortunately, we see he is just about being king.
Yeah.
I think.
But before that, we start from the top.
Oh yeah, I was just mentioning that. That's kind of the
because at the top, Toto is a chair.
Oh yes, and lost his chairness.
We lost
her chairness.
Yes. It was like, I'm sorry, Toto. I can no longer see you as a chair.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. But at the same time, it's just like I get it. Fine, in this culture, being a chair is a high position. So, hey,
chair it up.
Don't. Yeah, if he wants to be a chair, let him be a chair. Fushi should have done that, whatever. But that's just weird.
This is entirely weird.
It's Bunchin, and they like it, I guess.
Speaking of Bunchin, everybody loves Bunchin.
Everybody.
So much.
Literally.
Yes.
Not a single hater.
No.
It's very interesting because Bunchin, unless he started recently, like building relationships, like why is he not then becoming king? You know, because you can see he does care about like with the things he's doing, going through the villages and taking care of people, and he's very serious about it. It doesn't look like unless it's really his father can see it's all just to be king. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
It could just be that. If you told me, I'll make sure that you make me king or whatever, and then you start doing nice things, I don't think, you weren't motivated initially to do this. Yeah,
it's not in your heart, really.
At the same time, I think it comes down to what he prioritizes, what he wants for other people, not necessarily what they need. Because he spent his whole allowance doing a nice thing, building cabinets for his family, but like, do they need new cabinets? You know? Whereas his brother has been in the mud and guts, helping people, building a hospital, building schools. Like that's something you should be doing as a king, you know?
I like Bunchin because I do think he has become a good person by doing good things, but he's still the selfish.
Yeah. But also, near the beginning, we find out he's still getting medicine for the demons.
Oh right, yeah. We still haven't gotten to see what it is.
The medicine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I didn't think we would. I think it was just to tell us, Mom put him on some meds.
I bet it's a leech.
You just a leech every day.
Replace the leech.
If you live through the night, that means you're safe. Every night.
But prosthetic legs.
Yes, prosthetic
legs. She's like, I can't make a new leg, but I can make a fake one.
Yes, now he has that knowledge. That's great.
What else he could do now that he knows? He could make a new body for that guy, kill him, and get a new... I'm kidding. Well, actually, he wouldn't be able to give him with his full body because he doesn't know him with the full leg, so never mind. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because that one counts as healing something.
Yeah, right? He would need. Yeah, I don't think he can. Can he?
Although he can heal wounds, though.
Those are really small, though, and those are things that the body would have healed itself if it had time and the proper nutrition. Body is never regenerating.
I mean, we don't know what broke in Gugu, but I don't know if time would have helped that.
No, but I guess what I'm trying to say is like, you like break a finger, that will heal eventually. Break 1,000 fingers because a building falls on you. I mean, like 1,000 bones. The building falls on you. They individually would have been able to be healed if things were perfect.
Okay.
You know, I feel like that's the same with Gugu. Everything could have been fixed.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, we also see, carrying on with, what's his name, Banshin caring about his people. He knows the name of every single soldier. And he knew the one that was missing. Although I think that was probably help with the ghost.
Yeah.
Because it was like, there's somebody under there.
Yeah. And he was like, Thomas! It's that one!
Yeah, I just like to highlight the whole situation of, I think Banshin is extremely important to Fushi in that he gives him perspective. Even though Banshin himself is on this journey to gain perspective, like that whole leg thing, Fushi would have just left. He doesn't know how to handle the situation.
No.
It just kind of goes to what we were ranting about in the reactions. Just people just irresponsible around him usually. They don't inform him of, in these situations, you have the ability to help if you think complex, so many little things he needs to learn and pick up on, but he hasn't been getting.
Yeah.
And so like that, like 3-dimensional thinking or long-term planning or just finding an artificial leg, you could have thought of that if someone told you.
Or even he has years, more years than a human has, to just study medicine. He wants to help people who are dying or sick.
Yeah.
Study medicine and figure it out. Then you'll know what to do when you see the girl lying in the bed and the pain is exactly right here. Oh, I know what that might be.
Yeah, which I was hoping he was doing in the cities when he was reading. But evidently, whatever it was, it may have all had to do with the water, I guess.
Yeah, he's looking for specific things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he still needs someone to tell him what to do, what to study, where to go. He's still very much a little child.
Yeah.
But then we also see him, the whole thing that we were theorizing that he could do. He did it without knowing, but still.
And then the ghost just is like, let me take this. Take this back.
Yes.
Hello. Hello there.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. I wonder how long before he'll find out. And if he finds out, I wonder if he's gonna be angry with someone, either Banshin or the master. If he's gonna both. You think?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be one of those annoying things where I can't believe you run away from a friend, kind of thing with Banshin, which fine, but master, I'd understand. I'd be mad at the master if
more than the Banshin.
Yeah, and he didn't answer him. He didn't tell him why.
Yeah.
He just and he saw him too.
Popped up and was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Just didn't say anything.
And Banshin was a little bit scared.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if Master was intending to threaten him, or if he was like, if that is a path you choose, I don't approve, and I'm letting you know that. But he's letting him do it if you wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like perhaps there's a reason he's not telling him.
He's not telling him. Maybe because it's basically ruining the human cycle, to bring someone back to life. Maybe it would make him too, I don't know, dependent on the people he finds. He's not going to push for more and growth and leave.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, I know. I think the master doesn't want to have his progress impeded. He wants him to be focused on constantly going out there and gaining experiences. And if he can bring back the people he lost, he'll just stay with them and
he'll just stay them forever. Yeah, I remember he didn't even want to leave Gugu.
No.
If he can just keep bringing them back alive, they will probably be like, listen, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah. Although at that point they probably wouldn't be hanging around him to go back in their body, right? Like Boozman, for example, I'm sure he would just probably rather just leave.
Go back in an old body.
No, I don't want that, right? Yeah. So
he would just hang around as a ghost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The ghost did propose. The ghost that was speaking to Banshin proposed, what if he figured out what it looks like? Like perhaps that's something we'll explore later on. If people bring back people he's never met.
And does he... this is an interesting thing. For the girl, I would understand him being able to bring her body back because he felt her pain. So he felt stimulation from her. Mm-hmm. But what if he just saw a picture of someone? Do you think that's enough to bring them back?
I doubt it.
Because he doesn't even know, the back of them.
Yeah,
just like
dimensions.
There are no dimensions, like the height and all of that. That might not be enough information.
Yeah, and plus stimulation, even though he can get emotional and verbal stimulation, I feel like it has to have some deeper contact than just visual. Like with everything, with this physical stuff, he has to make it touch and stuff like that.
He has to touch it, because with the doll, he was like, "Can I touch it?" Boop, mine, no.
Yeah, and with people, that version of touch comes across as emotional.
Yeah.
Or you touching him via intelligent stimulation, like talking to him. Oh, I have an idea for the ghosts.
Ghosts.
It's gonna sound messed up, but a stillborn baby. If he can copy a stillborn baby, they can go in the bodies because the soul changes based on the body that it takes.
This is true.
So they lose their memory, but they'll be back.
They'll be back. That's true.
He'd have to run an orphanage, but yes.
Yes. Just
One
all of his.
take care of them.
All of the dead.
takes care of all of them.
But, yeah.
Remember, you are the guy who died slipping on a sword.
Okay.
Stay away from swords and broccoli. Get out the kitchen. But yeah.
But then we see Bunshin is trying to think about, should he tell him, should he not? And he's trying to ask him the question. If you were to have all your friends back,
yeah,
would you leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Fushi, I'm like,
She has, oh my gosh.
Yep.
tact
Zero. Oh my gosh.
Just like none.
At least he realized like immediately, like, wait a minute, I think that wasn't the right answer.
Yeah.
Would you abandon me if you had other people? Yes.
It's not you, it's me.
Yes.
But I would. Yeah.
100.
Although, I guess if he... I don't know if Bancha needs to be so worried about it, because if he brings Tonri back, Tonri would probably be like, we need to stick around this guy for some reason.
Yes, but Bunshin just doesn't see that, unfortunately. And Tonri, she could have said something. We haven't seen them talk to him at all.
Yeah.
We know that they at least argue with him when we don't see him.
That's true. Because sometimes he's like, and so they do talk to him. That's right.
Yeah, I think maybe the animators don't want us to see those arguments because in order for us to feel the distance still.
Yeah.
So if they do come back one day, it'll feel like a reunion still for the audience.
That's true. Yeah. Even when I do see them, I feel like more connected immediately. So not seeing them it really feels like, no, they're not here. They're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that barrier.
Yes.
And also, at first I thought if he had the reveal and the line to Fushi that he could do this, Fushi would be mad. At first he would, but it'd be such a joyous occasion to bring back everybody that I feel like he'd be over it pretty quickly. Whereas the Master, he'd probably keep it grudge because Master knew the whole time.
Yeah.
All this pain that he felt was not necessary.
Yeah.
Whereas Bonchan is kind of a recent thing. There's nobody that's been around with Bonchan that's died on hand that Bonchan allowed him to feel pain for, you know?
Yeah. What?
I wonder if that's gonna be what makes Bonchan trigger him to say something, because he loves his people.
That's what I was gonna say. The minute I saw the girl and she was like, I'm bored, I was like, oh no, bored spoiled child out in the middle of nowhere. This is gonna be the reason. So I'm like, he loves his sister. Something happens to her. She dies. He's like, you can do this. Bring her back. What do you mean? And then it happens. And of course, we have everything. I think that would be what would happen. Especially, she's just gonna do something stupid.
Yeah.
Very easily.
And it would be enough where Fushi would feel betrayed and not immediately bring everybody else back.
Yeah, because he'd just be upset. Yeah.
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 Although I get, Bonchan is the only one who knows the ghosts that are around him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't even know that.
He doesn't know which ones are around.
Yeah, so he might do all the bodies of everybody who's died, and then which ones come back, I guess.
Yeah. It kind of sucks that we never see Reen around him though, because that means Gugu would come back and Reen's not there.
Yeah, that would be sad.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking about. I'm like, we should bring back Gugu.
No. Reen died too far away and disconnected to Fushi. So, I wonder though, like if Reen died but didn't want to go away, would she just stick around like as a ghost where she lived?
Well, there are ghosts and where Bonchan is, so maybe, perhaps.
That's possible, right? So, I mean, it's a possibility that Gugu's like, I'm gonna go back. Maybe she's there as a ghost. And then he could make her body.
She might be older, though.
She might be old.
Something.
Yeah.
That outro screen. As a ghost, has she been waiting in that one spot she said she'd wait for him to come back?
Oh, that would make sense. And remember when
do that to my car.
And all of the other thing I remember too, when Purin died, she reverted to her younger age. her favorite time of her life because she was referring to it. So it could be Reen in her mind never forgot about that moment with Gugu. So she was like, that's where she basically stopped growing up. You know what I mean? So she could revert to that age too. That would be perfect.
I would agree with you if the person on the end screen didn't look so different to Reen.
Or look older?
I just see
No, different.
Behind.
Just different.
Not the same.
Her hair is paler and frizzier.
Yeah, well, frizzy I didn't see. Paler, yes, but is this also the drawing style? And she's also a ghost.
Well, paler in that it's pale, not pale as in desaturated, because of ghost aura.
I wouldn't be too worried about it because I feel like even if she is older, if you put her in her younger body, which
she'd
probably go back to that.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if you change form, if depending on the body, like it's her form, so she get back her memories. I'd assume of that time period.
Perhaps. The other thing that is a good big question mark: the girl that
a good big question mark.
No, I
a good question, a big question mark.
Another thing that's a big question mark is the girl that he did bring back alive. She just said all the pain was gone when she woke up.
Yes.
She never talked about like waiting around as a ghost or anything like that. I wonder if they just cut that out, or do you not have your memories of being a ghost after you come back?
Right. Perhaps that is the case.
Because if that's the case, like everything that they've seen as the ghosts there, we would lose it when they come back. They'd just be like when they last saw him. I don't know.
Yeah. And also, so when she died, I'd have to assume that maybe she's hung around in the room with her dad for a little bit before passing on. Because, like, when the white-haired kid died, he pretty much immediately just walked off into the light.
Yeah.
But nobody was around.
No, there's nowhere to go back to.
Yeah, if you die surrounded by your loved ones, I'd imagine you'd stick around for a little bit before moving on.
Yeah, because I think that's what happened with the others. They heard the real world.
Yeah.
So they were like, they stuck around.
Yeah, kind of like got to choose.
And also, they had a connection that wasn't there in the ghost world. For the boy, nothing was left except Joanne, which he also saw in the ghost world because he died. Yeah. So there was anything that he remembered because, the Joanne he had wasn't the fake Joanne. Anything else that was there was nothing else to remember, nothing else to turn back to. So, but the others, they obviously, wait a minute, if you're here, who was I with before I died? And they start getting pulled back.
Also, so this Iris who became Toto, so she literally just gained weight. It's not a disguise.
Yeah. Wait, and I was wondering though, do you think it is the girl, the sewing girl?
It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah. Same blonde, cute haircut.
I guess so. Because I was thinking
anime,
Okay. Because I was thinking it could have just been. No, I guess it's the only thing that makes sense.
Like another girl who just took up on this fortune of the spot.
Yeah, because but the reason it doesn't make sense is because the napkin was left when he was a child. Yeah, and this Iris came back into to interview as a servant much older, so it could have. I don't know. Anyways, never mind. My theory is broken. It's fine. You don't have to understand. And then the other thing is, what's his name? Fuchi has fallen in love with a doll. Yeah. So the reason I think this is my guess, because we were thinking about like what parts of the people he becomes does he keep, and someone in the comments was talking about something that we think might have been a spoiler, but I'm going to talk about based on what we understand now, or what we think. We think that he only keeps what he knows of them, of their body and their skills, not necessarily their mind, their mental abilities. But I'm wondering if this is a peek into maybe some parts of their personality seeps through, because what's her name? Perona loved making dolls for March.
True. Yes, she did.
True.
And she used to make little things that looked like that, a little scruffy, you know? So it was making me think she's in this Perona form, maybe and the first thing and the thing that kept coming to his mind was like, March would really love this, don't you think? And it just makes me sound, oh my gosh, that's something Perona would want to do. She would like, oh, this would be perfect for March. And maybe that's why he feels this connection with it. The other thing I was thinking was maybe just because March was nearby. Remember when Fushi was stopping Perona from killing herself? It was because March reached out. And I think March literally, like, her desire moved Fushi to do it. Like, the expression went on his face. Like, he didn't have that expression before. And I don't think he even understood that expression at that time. So I feel like the connection of the emotions follows through with, like, the soul, like, the extreme desire that March had. So maybe it was just because March was nearby. Like, I want that. Like, that's the ultimate doll. That's the ultimate child to raise. You know? And maybe that was the emotion that he was feeling. It wasn't actually his.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. I really liked the Panora angle of it, though. Perhaps she would have liked a doll like that.
Yeah. I like that one too, because having more connection to their emotions would be cool.
Also, it could also just be Fushi legitimately feels a connection to a doll because in a lot of ways he's like a doll. Like just an empty shell that gets filled by different things.
That's true. But he said the reason he likes it is because it was cute. It was pretty.
Yeah. But I mean, the level of infatuation he got.
It was crazy, yeah.
It's like, I love this doll. This doll is my lover.
He was actually blushing.
Yes.
Like, legitimately loves this doll.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of...
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kahaku.
Yeah. My wife.
That ain't ending well. I don't understand how he's so far off. No, I get it. He's with the Hayase line, but...
You know what I think it is? It's really... we still aren't, like, confirmed that what's her name is in him. That he is... Hayase right now.
Oh, he shouldn't be.
Right, he shouldn't be. That's what we're thinking. But I'm wondering if he is, but because of the maleness that it was kind of the emotion, the infatuation was overridden by his maleness of wanting to like a girl.
Okay.
So maybe when he finally sees a girl that was pretty, it's like, wait a minute, and it's Fushi. It's like it brought everything together.
Although he still didn't like Tonari.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's kind of etched into their souls of hating Tonari.
Also true. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be that, but I do think it's just funny if he just fell in love with that specific body and no other body is a Fushi. Yeah. So in a way, it's really, I don't know what the word for that would be. Superficial. Yeah, I think it's a superficial love.
Yeah.
And I think it would also be like a good excuse for Fushi to reject the Guardians, reject the Guardians and Kohaku because Hayase literally killed
Perona. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if he even connects that because he's already made up in his mind that he doesn't hate them. They weren't the one who did it. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if he'll make that connection. He's been so like, what is it? Like blockheaded so far. You know, I don't know.
He honestly might agree to being the wife.
Yes, because he doesn't know what it is. What is a wife?
Well, Bunchin's here, so he would stop it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he agreed to sleep with the girl. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Get her to go away.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he still doesn't have any more information on that.
No.
Yeah. As far as he knows, he has a kid out there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that is all I have.
Same.
I just want to make a note also. I just think it's hilarious that Bunchin sees these two went off for privacy and just walks up
to them and is like,
let me just watch this right now.
Yeah, perfect TV show. Oh my gosh.
Classic Bunchin.
Oh, the last thing that could happen from this Bunchin would most definitely interrupt it because it would mean taking Fushi away from him.
Right.
And that is like a no-no. It's like, no, you ain't Kahaku, whatever you say his name.
Always. I'm wondering if this is also going to make Kahaku more open to hearing Fushi's version of events instead of what the Hayase and Guardian story says of what happened and how justified they were to do whatever they did.
Maybe. Kahaku is very much still sold into his thing, but...
Although nobody has said otherwise.
Yeah.
Nobody has given any information.
Fushi just storms off, like, how dare you touch my book, says nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I don't even think Fushi has made the connection for that Tonari's book definitely wouldn't like the Guardians.
He has the book.
Yeah.
He has the book.
he could look in the real book. And I mean, even when Tonard was trying to tell him, he was like, huh? What?
Yeah.
You know,
what
like...
do you mean?
You can literally just, look, this is the genuine thing. You saw me make it, just read that one.
Yeah.
You got lied to.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Play us out, Rose.
Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also, check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. And also check out the link in the description to the merch store to check out our merch store. We'll see you guys in the city. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
A special thanks to our patrons, Arminius, Cubook, SpongeBob's Wrath, and Hound of the Red Plains.